That like button, ladies and gentlemen. Soon as y'all come in the building, we must meditate. The truth is coming out. The truth is coming out, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to Latrice. Good morning, Latrice. How was your Valentine's Day? Everybody come in the building. OG, Access, Tasha T, you know what I mean? Red, Mo Clark, excuse me. Oh, everybody coming in the building. Shout out to all of y'all guys. Beyonce is snitching now. She is snitching now. And I told y'all more is going to come out. Jay-Z been getting caught in all kinds of lies. Shout out to everybody in the building. We are now the day after Valentine's Day. Shout out to Solange. Shout out to Beyonce's mom, even though I don't care for her like that, pure survival. But I'm glad that they are going to help Ramir. Now, remember I told y'all, now Beyonce was quiet all this time. This woman said nothing before about Jay-Z's biological son. She act like he never existed. And I believe, Beyonce, I'm going to tell you right now, you're still guilty. Shout out everybody. Smash that like button. Everybody in the building. Beyonce is still guilty. So now you want to get with Solange. You want to get with your mom, have this divorce party. And now you're stating that Jay-Z really did get Ramirez's mom pregnant at 15 years old. So why did you stay with that man? You see what I'm saying? Now sources close to Beyonce is saying that she knew that Jay-Z really was the father of this boy right here. She knew that he was the father already. So why didn't she come out and say nothing before? You know what I'm saying? I told y'all she's doing everything to throw Jay-Z under the bus right now. This is crazy.
The man alleging he's the son of Jay-Z's making more headlines than ever. Ramir Satterthwaite's been trading legal traps with the Rock Nation.
Look at this boy right here, guys. We talked about him a lot, and we not going to stop talking about Ramir. Now Beyonce saying she had arguments with Jay-Z. Beyonce's talking about she been told Jay-Z to take the paternity test, pure survival. Beyonce is saying that she made Jay-Z go out and buy his daughter in Baltimore a house. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to Tasha K. I don't have no problem with Tasha K. You know what I'm saying? Whether she got a problem with me or not, pure survival, I don't got no beef with the winos. But Tasha K. Ben said that Jay-Z snuck and bought his daughter, his biological daughter, a mansion by the lake. Beyonce is confirming that that is true. That is true. So why don't you buy this boy a house by the lake, Jay-Z?
The man alleging he's the son of Jay-Z's making more headlines than ever. Ramir Satterthwaite's been trading legal traps with the Rock Nation founder, with details spilling out across court docs surrounding his allegations. Here's everything we know about the person suing a billionaire media mogul. For one, Ramir's lawsuit alleges Jay's ignored repeated calls for a paternity test. Per Ramir and his godmother's legal filings, Ramir's mother, Wanda, allegedly engaging in a brief romance with a pre-famed Jay, who alleged.
And we want to say everybody smash that like button for Ramir, guys. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all think that Ramir is Jay-Z's biological son. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all don't believe it. If Beyonce is saying that he is the father, that she told Jay-Z to do the right thing. Pure survival. I don't believe Beyonce, nor do I believe her bad. No, I do believe she got bad breath. But my whole thing is, why is she saying now that I been told him to do the right thing? I been told him to do the right thing. Even my sister told him to do the right thing. This is one of the reasons why, not only about Jay-Z with the Epstein thing, why Solange beat him up on the elevator, but also it has something to do with this biological son. You took care of the daughter, but you didn't want to do nothing for the son, and Beyonce is blaming it all on you right now, sir. She's doing anything to get away from you. This is crazy, guys. Now Jay-Z is the father.
Paternity test. Per Raimier and his godmother's legal filings, Raimir's mother, Wanda, allegedly engaging in a brief romance with a pre-famed Jay, who allegedly fathered Raimier with, at the time, a 16-year-old Wanda.
Y'all hear that? She was 16 years old. She wasn't 15, she was 16. To me, this was something that Beyonce and Jay-Z was ducking. You know what I'm saying? Put a 1 in the chat if y'all think that Beyonce told Jay-Z to go get the test. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all think that Beyonce told Jay-Z not to take the test because she was worried about her image. You know what I'm saying? Now she's saying that I did tell him to do the right thing. I had nothing to do with why Jay-Z never took that test. That is a lie, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, Beyonce filed for this divorce. She's having a divorce party. Everything getting blamed on Jay-Z. Vlad TV just exposed Jay-Z too for lying on Tory Lanez. So it's hard for me not to believe that Jay-Z the father when Tory Lanez allegedly never shot that girl. Tory Lanez, and they said Jay-Z paid the people to say that Tory Lanez did his situation. All these bad things is happening for Jay-Z all at once. And look, this is what Jay-Z did with his daughter. And Tasha K said it.
As far as, remember we did the interview with Ramirez? And I said I was going to do an interview with the daughter, Letitia Mercer, who is Jay-Z's alleged first daughter. Well, okay. Apparently, he has done a test with Letitia. And Letitia was going to do an interview with me, but
Y'all
she
hear
backed
that?
out.
Did y'all hear that? Jay-Z took a paternity test for this girl. Why was he so afraid to take a paternity test for him? And Beyonce is saying that he is Jay-Z's son too. He took a paternity test for this girl and bought her a house and told her to not speak. Gave her a whole NDA to where she can't come out and say nothing. This is Jay-Z's biological daughter right here and his alleged son that Beyonce is now stating that he's the father. And then they made the girl not go on Tasha K. Smash that like button, guys.
As far as, remember we did the interview with Ramirez? And I said I was going to do an interview with the daughter, Letitia Mercer, who is Jay-Z's alleged first daughter. Well, okay. Apparently, he has done a test with Letitia. And Letitia was going to do an interview with me, but she backed out because Jay-Z has been trying to change his karma.
Wow, you hear what Tasha K just said? Tasha K and Tasha K's finger waves said that Jay-Z is trying to change his karma. Smash that like button if y'all think that Jay-Z is trying to change his karma. At least he did it with the daughter. But why did it take so long for you to take this test with this boy? You know what I'm saying? Because the daughter, her mother was of age. Her mother was of age. But his mother, rest in peace to her, she was 15, 16 years old. You see what I'm saying? And they stopped her from doing an interview. Yo, this is wild. Beyonce putting everything on Jay-Z. And who else? Nicki Minaj said that Jay-Z was the father. Nicki Minaj got Donald Trump and Donald Trump's clip-on toupee to back him up for this paternity test. Yo, they is really trying to take Jay-Z down right now. This is crazy.
He's trying to be a good person now. And even though he's not giving Ramirez a DNA test, apparently, according to the teams, he bought her a house on the water in Baltimore. Well, not Baltimore, but in Maryland. Okay, and so she is living a quiet, Little rich life now, right? Okay.
Wow, look at that. Jay-Z bought this girl a house on the water, ladies and gentlemen, and I believe she deserved every bit of it, but Ramir should deserve it too. Smash that like button, guys, if y'all think Ramir, the son, deserves a house on the lake too. Pure Bible. We're going to get into this. So you bought the daughter a house on the lake for her to be quiet and everything else. You know what I'm saying? Then you allegedly paid these people to set up Tory Lanez. All of this information is coming out now. You know what I'm saying? Why you think Beyonce ain't trying to stand next to that man? She waited all this time. She said, no, Jay-Z going down by herself. I knew he got that woman pregnant when she was a minor. You know what I'm saying? But you stayed with him though. That's why I don't care what Beyonce talking about, because why did you stay with Jay-Z? Knowing that he allegedly got this woman pregnant at 15. Smash that like button, y'all.
As far as, remember we did the interview with Ramir, and I said I was going to do an interview with the daughter, Letitia Mercer, who is Jay-Z's alleged first daughter. Well, okay. Apparently, he has done a test with Letitia, and Letitia was going to do an interview with me, but she backed out because Jay-Z has been trying to change his karma.
Wow.
He's trying to be a good person now. And even though he's not giving Ramir a DNA test, apparently, according to the teams, he bought her a house on the water in Baltimore. Well, not Baltimore, but in Maryland. Okay, and so she is living a quiet, little rich life now, right? Okay, and so we just want to put that out there too. Okay, we don't give a damn, but okay.
So Jay-Z done put the little girl in the back burner. Well, not the little girl, she a grown woman. You know what I'm saying? And then the Tory Lanez situation. Jay-Z is in a whole bunch of hot water right now, guys. That's why Beyonce divorcing him and blaming everything on him. Vlad TV, listen to what he say about Tory Lanez. This is crazy.
As he has been accused of doing, maybe he's not the guy that necessarily did these things. Now, we don't know if Vlad is trying to go viral. We don't know if he's just trying to be, the talk of social media as well as radio, or if he...
Vlad TV said that this woman, Megan Thee Stallion, never got shot. She never was shot by Tory Lanez. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all think Tory Lanez shot her. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all don't think that Tory Lanez really shot Megan Thee Stallion. Because Vlad TV just came out and said Jay-Z paid these people to lie on Tory Lanez. Do y'all get how all of this stuff is happening to Jay-Z right now? And Beyonce is just trying to get her ass out of Dodge. Because if Tory Lanez never shot her and got 10 years in prison and Jay-Z allegedly paid the judges and paid the lawyers or whoever, that's the same thing with his biological son. His alleged biological son said that Jay-Z paid the lawyers off for him not to take the test. So this shows that Jay-Z's been doing this type of behavior for a long motherfucking time. Smash that like button, guys. I'm sorry, Jay-Z, if you really did this, then I definitely believe that he's your son.
The guy that necessarily did these things. Now, we don't know if Vlad is trying to go viral. We don't know if he's just trying to be, the talk of social media as well as radio, or if he will later tomorrow say he got hacked. We don't know, as it sits right now, how this thing will go. But what I will do is unfold this thing right here on my platform as pertaining Kelsey, Tory Lanez, Meg Thee Stallion, etc. Hit the like button for me right now if you guys.
And shout out to Gravity Takeout. Gravity Takeout is a great, he breaks this thing down so great. Great YouTube content creator. You know what I'm saying? This story, Jay-Z set this boy up, allegedly.
Lanez is being falsely accused. I hope this brother get his just due. But the Epstein files is continue to work his way around social media, I should say. And Jay-Z is seeming like he's getting held to the fire more and more. Now, who knows if people just after him or if he really has some dirt on his name. Either way, Tory Lanez is serving a 10-year prison sentence in California for shooting Meg Thee Stallion in the feet in July 2020. Sentenced in August 2023, convicted of three felonious assaults, or three felonies, assault with firearm, illegal possession, and negligent discharge. He remains in prison.
Can y'all tell me why would Jay-Z take up for Megan Thee Stallion and set up Tory Lanez? Because I don't know the situation. Is she signed with Jay-Z? Is she signed to Jay-Z? Or she was...
And after losing appeals with eligibility for parole in September of 2029. One thing we do know, since then, he has been stabbed in prison and had a lot of things going against him, in which where some people feel like he shouldn't even be at fault for this whole situation. And his life has changed in many different directions. Many of you guys know Tory Lanez has always maintained his innocence. The bodyguard of Kelsey did ultimately end up speaking out. We're going to start off with that clip first and foremost.
Not long ago, Unite the People was approached by a gentleman named Bradley James. Mr. James informed us he was...
Put a 1 in the chat if y'all think that Tory Lanez is guilty. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all think that he was set up by Jay-Z.
working as the bodyguard and driver for Ms. Kelsey Harris during Mr. Peterson's trial. As such, he was in close proximity and he had privy to conversations she was having with her husband and others. Mr. James informed us he was not under a non-disclosure agreement or a confidentiality agreement and was free to speak with Unite the People, and that he was doing it because his conscience would not let him not speak and leave a man in prison for something he did not do.
So it sounds like the bodyguard saying that he didn't do it. Even the bodyguard saying that the boy didn't do it.
First, let me start off by saying, how can somebody pay you to continue to push a narrative about a man that you know indeed all this information that he has unpacked? Now, you guys hit the like button for me in that regard if you guys agree, but aside of that, it doesn't take back that if this is indeed true, the snakeness and just the savvy of a Jay-Z working his money to be able to sway different narratives, not only sway different narratives.
See, that's what Vlad TV said. Vlad TV said Jay-Z used his money to sway the narrative that Tory Lanez is guilty, that Tory Lanez shot this woman. Shout out to Red, just hit that super chat, pure survival. Jay-Z going to touch everyone before he's going down. Hope they got the B plan. Yeah, because it's crazy because Beyonce is exposing him now. She's allegedly divorcing him. Well, I don't even want to say allegedly because the divorce is happening. You know what I'm saying? And then Vlad TV came out and said Jay-Z is paid money to set up Tory Lanez. Why is everybody coming for Jay-Z if this shit ain't true or if it ain't some kind of truth to it? And the last person that was defending him was Beyonce. And now Beyonce is turning on him. Smash that like button, guys.
Ultimately ended up making his rounds around social media. Vlad TV, who is a guy that, me personally, let me start off by saying, how can somebody pay you to continue to push a narrative about a man that you know indeed all this information that he has unpacked? Now, you guys hit the like button for me in that regard if you guys agree, but aside of that, it doesn't take back that if this is indeed true, the snakeness and just the savvy of a Jay-Z working his money to be able to sway different narratives, not only sway different narratives, be able to put people behind jail. Either way, you guys can see, Vlad TV said, I have a confession. Rock Nation has been paying me to support Megan.
Whoa! So Vlad TV said that Jay-Z, the Rock Nation, had paid him to push the narrative that Megan Thee Stallion was telling the truth. So if Vlad TV is admitting that Jay-Z, Rock Nation, paid him to put out a lie, to put out a narrative that Megan Thee Stallion was telling the truth, why is Vlad TV coming forward to confess right now that Jay-Z and them paid him off? This is crazy, guys. Smash that like button. We got 2,000 people. Everybody, double tap that screen. We need 1,000 likes in the building. If y'all think that Jay-Z paid to set up Tory Lanez, we got to get them likes up. This man is saying Jay-Z and them paid him. So what the hell?
It's not only sway different narratives, be able to put people behind jail. Either way, you guys can see, Vlad TV said, I have a confession. Rock Nation has been paying me to support Megan. They also paid all the jury members to convict Tory. You guys can see what he pretty much said, also closing out this statement right here. Not necessarily closing out the statement, but we would go a little bit further as it pertains to this. He said they tried to bribe the judge too. Jay-Z did a verse for his grandson new album. Now he continued on in this tweet right here about saying they paid off Megan Doctor to lie about the bullet fragments.
Wow, he said that Jay-Z and them paid off the doctors, Megan Thee Stallion doctors, to lie about the bullet fragments. Yo, and then like I said, Jay-Z's alleged biological son said that they was paying to keep him from having to take the paternity test. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all think Jay-Z's been paying all these people off to silence people. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all think that all these people is lying on Jay-Z. If you think all these people is lying on him, come on now. And now this is all coming to light because of the Epstein files. And Beyonce knows in order to get her name not to come up in the Epstein files for what she allegedly was doing over there, she has to divorce Jay-Z and expose a bunch of shit about him. Now she's saying he's the biological father. Yo, this is wild.
Jay-Z did a verse for his grandson new album. Now he continued on in this tweet right here about saying they paid off Megan Doctor to lie about the bullet fragments. She was never shot. The LA police are all on Jay-Z's payroll, and it doesn't stop with LA. But you're not ready to hear that part. The Mexican guy who stabbed Tory, who do you think paid him to do that?
Whoa! Vlad TV said that Jay-Z paid the Mexican guy to stab Tory Lanez in jail. Oh my God. Everybody smash that like button. I've never heard that before. Vlad TV said that Jay-Z paid the Mexican guy to stab Tory Lanez in jail. Everybody, guys, double tap that screen. Smash that like button if y'all think that's true. That is wild, guys. Jay-Z is really next to be taken down. This is off the chain. Like, Jay-Z paid the Mexican guy to stab him? Yo. Wow, if Jay-Z did this man vicious, then who's to say he didn't get this woman pregnant at 15? If he did this.
Payroll, and it doesn't stop with LA. But you're not ready to hear that part. The Mexican guy who stabbed Tory, who do you think paid him to do that? You already know the answer to that. The 3 Supreme Court judges who denied Tory's pretty much appeals as well. And in so many words, it seemed like he felt like Jay-Z and Roc Nation is behind all of these things right here. Now, he continued on by saying, I'm seeing news report that Kelsey's bodyguard came forward. That's what I gave you guys pretty much in that audio, and said that Kelsey shot Megan, not Tory Lanez. The only problem...
Smash that like button if y'all think Kelsey shot Megan Thee Stallion. And put a 1 in the chat if y'all think Kelsey shot Megan Thee Stallion. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all think Tory Lanez shot her. Because this is vicious. If Jay-Z was behind this the whole time, I never knew that. You know what I'm saying? We got 2,000 people in the building, guys. We should have 1,000 likes. Everybody double tap that screen. It's a lot coming out. You know what I mean? And even though Beyonce, to me, is wrong for just putting everything on Jay-Z, like she didn't know nothing, but it's like, this is wild, guys. This is wild. And that's why Jay-Z's so frustrated, guys. Like, that's why he's so frustrated.
Of all time. What up, big dog? What's up? Jay, your favorite album cover of all time. What was the one that you loved the most?
Jesus Christ, that's too hard, man.
What
Who you got for the game, Jay?
What TV show are you binge watching right now?
You see how frustrated Jay-Z look right there, Prince of Bible? He had a whole goddamn attitude. You got to know that Jay-Z knows that they're coming for him. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all think that Jay-Z know that they trying to take him down right now. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all don't think Jay-Z has no idea. You know what I mean? Your whole wife turns on you. She should have went to the Super Bowl with you, Pure Survival, instead of just your kids going when she knows you're under all this pressure. People want to see you and Beyonce out together to know if she's supporting you. Her family is saying stay away from Jay-Z. And I know the higher uppers told her, you better divorce him, Beyonce, because they got Beyonce in the Epstein files for Epstein and them going to all her concerts. Why was Beyonce giving Epstein and them free tickets? You know how expensive Beyonce tickets is? Pure survival. This sick demon flying across the world with little teenage cheerleaders in his private freak off jet. You know what I'm saying? And you giving him tickets, pure survival. You know what I'm saying? And it's the stuff that's redacted that Beyonce, I keep telling y'all, she don't want that stuff to come out. That's redacted. You've seen that football player say Beyonce told this little girl how sexy it was, how something was sexy at like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning at an adult party. It's some very inappropriate shit going on. Pure survival. Smash that like button, guys. We got 2,500 people. Everybody get them likes up. Jay-Z is done.
Because you're like, dude, you're my favorite rapper of all time.
Don't do me like
You're my favorite rapper of all time. That's what I'm just so
You
curious.
shouldn't do me like that.
I know. All right.
Shake hands.
All right.
Hey, I've never actually, look, I'm gonna put this down.
Of all time. What up, big dog?
What's up?
Jay, your favorite album cover of all time. What was the one that you loved the most?
Jesus Christ, that's too hard, man.
What
Who you got for the game, Jay?
what TV show are you binge watching right now?
That motherfucker was so mad. He said, where the car? Jay-Z, like Beyonce do not want to be connected to this. She don't want to be connected to Epstein chasing them little girls around that motherfucking kitchen. And I told y'all before, was Jay-Z there when he was chasing them little girls around the kitchen? We don't know who was there. You know what I'm saying? Was Trump, Bill Clinton, motherfucking Bill Gates running around with the herpes chasing them girls around the kitchen? Look at this sick demon. I always revisit this. Look at that. Tell me right here, do y'all think that put a 1 in the chat if y'all think that these are grown women being chased around this kitchen. Put a 2 in the chat if it sound like they're little ass girls. It sound like they're little ass girls. And this man, this demon is all out of breath, pure survival, trying to catch these motherfucking children. This is we got 3,000 people. Everybody smash that like button if y'all think that these are little girls being chased around the kitchen by this motherfucking demon. Look at him. Why would you be friends with a man that's like this? Why would you go to this island with a dude like this? You mean to tell me you think that they didn't see no kids running around when they went over there? You know what I'm saying? And like I said, smash that like button. We got 3,000 people. Look, I'm going to wait. Everybody, let's get 1,000 likes in the building right now. Double tap that screen. Beyonce is now alleging that Jay-Z is really the biological father of Ramir. That woman is trying to say, I told Jay-Z to go take that test. Do I believe that? No. That's been going on. He been fighting to get the paternity test from Jay-Z for 20 years. For 20 years. Why Beyonce ain't never go public before and say that she felt like he was the father? You know what I'm saying? No, she didn't want that shit to come out. Them Epstein files came out and she made a deal with the devil. Like they've been making deals with the devil. Even Jay-Z's artist came out and said that Jay-Z was that boy's father. His artist, Oskino, said it.
So this is Oskino. At one time, Oskino was signed to Rockefeller Records, and he was very close to Jay-Z, Damon Dash, and everyone that was signed to Rockefeller at that time. Well, Oskino has sat down and did an interview, and he is alleging that Jay-Z does, in fact, have multiple other children outside of the children that he has with Beyonce, and he knows this for a fact.
Multiple children. It's not even just him. Jay-Z allegedly has other children too. Beyonce, let's talk about that. It's multiple children. But this is the one that he's really afraid of because his mom allegedly was underage. Like Foxy Brown, like you, Beyonce, like all of y'all. Smash that like button, guys.
Talk to him personally. That's his son.
You did as a son.
Yeah. First of all, Jay-Z offered him money. At first, he offered him bread, like, and everything, but his aunt didn't, like, approve of it. She said, no, you know, Jay-Z got a lien on her house, all type of shit that was going on. The lady put up paperwork and everything with his name on it and all that. I mean, but Young Boy's so thorough, though, he just want a dad. He not trying to get no money. He not trying to do none of that. But something happened to him, and I was like, yo, that sounds kind of weird.
He wasn't even trying to get no money from Jay-Z, guys. So when people try to say, "Oh, he's just trying to get some money," why would you try to get a paternity test for almost 20 years if you're looking for money? Don't you think you would have gave up already? He looked just like him. And then somebody put a gun in this boy's car. They placed a gun in his car. Just like how he's saying that Tory Lanez got set up. They tried to set up his own biological son because they knew that he was telling on Jay-Z.
He said he was coming out from work, going to work, and there was a gun in his car. Like when he opened the door, he seen the gun. He said he went to go like call his man, like, yo, did you leave a gun in my car? His man like, no. He said, why you on the phone talking to his man? The cops pull up and block him up. He said, he's telling the cops, no, that's not my gun. He's like, so he went in.
So this is a
Who put the gun in that boy's car? Put a one in the chat if y'all think Jay-Z had somebody put the gun in that boy car to try to fucking frame him. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all don't think so. Y'all don't think so. To stop this boy, they put a lien, Jay-Z put a lien on his caretaker's house, and he looked just like Jay-Z. All he had to do was take the test a long time ago. Now you got Beyonce saying you are the father of Jay-Z. So I don't know how you gonna handle this one. Smash that like button, guys. Everybody, we need 400 more likes. We got 3,000 people in the building. 400 people just tap that screen. I salute all of y'all in the building. Look at this boy.
Do you believe wholeheartedly that Jay's your father?
I really do. And if it's not, why you can't prove me wrong? Like it's not far as a proving me wrong thing. It's go to the courtroom and basically do what everybody else would have to do. Like it's not, you don't have to prove me wrong. I just want the truth. Honestly, I can take a no. I can take if I'm embarrassed at the end of the day, I can take that. I really can. I've been through a lot, seeing a lot. I can take me being embarrassed. Like just can't take nobody not saying nothing. Like it's not fair.
It's not fair. Jay-Z.
I was 7. My mom had to sit down with me. I guess she thought I was old enough to know now, and she been saying Sean Carter. That's what she was calling him at first before she was calling Jay-Z, and I really didn't know who that was because I was young. And, had my little brother, and I really wasn't worrying about it. She was saying it a lot, but I really.
7 years old, being told. Can you imagine you're a 7-year-old boy, and you're being told that Jay-Z is your father? Put a 1 in the chat if y'all think that this is Jay-Z's son. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all don't think that this is Jay-Z's boy. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, his mom was 15 years old. He did not want to take that test for a reason.
This was going along with the person I was just seeing, like the person I looked at who was taking care of me at that time. I really wasn't really trying to understand what my mom was talking about, but she constantly put it in my head like, son, it's not your father, and I really want you to know it is. This person is your father, and I just want you to know. And she continued to tell me that over the years and over the years and over the years, even until I was grown. He never tried to contact me in any type of way, and that's all I'm asking is, like, I honestly really want the case to be over with. Like, I've been going through, just like I said, a lot, and as I said, I'm not chasing nobody. I'm not trying to do this to make somebody seem like a bad person, a bad father.
And he wasn't even trying to make Jay-Z look like a bad person or a bad father. I would be trying to make him look like a bad father if that was me, pure survival. You got motherfucking $1 billion. $1 billion, though? And then the other girl in Baltimore that turned out to be Jay-Z's daughter, you hid her, bought her a nice, beautiful house, and got her an NDA where she can't say nothing. You know what I mean? Why couldn't you have done that for me for pure survival? You know what I mean? Beyonce knew everything. Shout out to T Damn. That is the truth. You know what I mean? Beyonce knew it. And now she wants to act like she never knew nothing. I just want a divorce. I didn't know what was going on at Epstein Island. Jay-Z's, I've been told him to take the paternity test. You seen that boy crying out for Jay-Z to take that test. And then now you're saying this? Guys, we need 300 more likes. Everybody double tap that screen. Salute to all of y'all in the building. This is wow. Even Kanye West was saying shit about this. Beyonce wasn't saying nothing then. But now she's saying it. The boy's teeth look like Jay-Z's. Only difference is that they're yellow and Jay-Z's is white. That's the only difference.
I'm not trying to make nobody seem like a bad person or nothing. I'm just really coming out here for the truth. I don't want no money.
Look at his teeth. And I show y'all this every time. Look at this. This is Jay-Z's mouth. That's his mouth. You can see the V shape. He got the same V shape. Only difference is his teeth is emoji yellow. I said that is emoji yellow. But it's Jay-Z's fault that his teeth is emoji yellow. Laughing emoji yellow. Movie theater popcorn yellow. This is all his fault, pure survival. So he need to be held accountable for all the butter on his motherfucking son teeth. You know what I'm saying? This is horrible. And Beyonce, you saw that he had emoji yellow teeth. Why didn't you say anything before? Pure survival. You was drunk and high and drunk in motherfucking love. Baby, tonight, whoa. You wasn't saying nothing before. You know what I'm saying? When this man had to put sunglasses on his gums because they were so motherfucking yellow. You know what I mean? And I love Ramir, Pure Survival, but I gotta do the teeth joke because I'm mad at Jay-Z because his son teeth should be the same motherfucking color as his. Pure Survival. You know what I mean? Jay, look how yellow my teeth is compared to Jay-Z's. My teeth yellow as a motherfucker compared to Jay-Z's too. Pure Survival. You know what I'm saying? Smash that like button, guys. This is horrible. We need 200 more likes. Beyonce, listen, you should have been stepped up for the boy, though.
Anything. I wasn't looking for none of that. I just want to know the truth. And if I can't go to the courts and get the truth, like, what is it really? What is it? I just really want it over. It's something that's really affecting my life, and I just want it over with. I work every day. I also have my own kids to take care of. So it's like, it's been a journey for me, and it's just like, I just got so much on my name right now. I never asked for money. I don't do interviews just saying, hey, Jay-Z, give me your money, or I'm coming at the Jay-Z for his money. I never did that. I'm not that type of person. I work for everything. The next is I'm just trying to basically make sure no other kids or nobody else in the world has to go through this. Basically, don't feel afraid to go to court and see if a person is your...
Wow. And he's helping other young kids that have these celebrity parents that run from their responsibility, you know what I mean, and just throw their kids in the dirt. Like I said, Jay-Z took care of the daughter, but did not want to take care of him. Smash that like button. Let's hear Tasha say it again.
As far as, remember we did the interview with Ramir? And I said I was going to do an interview with the daughter, Letitia Mercer, who is Jay-Z's alleged first daughter. Well, okay. Apparently, he has done a test with Letitia. And Letitia was going to do an interview with me, but she backed out because Jay-Z has been trying to change his karma. He's trying to be a good person now. And even though he's not giving Ramir a DNA test, apparently, according to the teams, he bought her a house on the water in Baltimore. Not Baltimore, but...
Now, you see that? Put a 1 in the chat if y'all think that he should have did the same thing for his son. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all think he should have just left his son stuck like Chuck and only took care of the daughter. As I told y'all, the daughter's mother is legal. This boy's mother was underage. That's why he wouldn't take the test for him. You know what I'm saying? And it's not like he was trying to take him down. And I even heard allegedly a few years back that Beyonce was telling Jay-Z not to take the test because Jay-Z told her, look, I don't remember if I was with her or not. Back in the 90s, but it's a possibility. You know what I'm saying? Like Aaliyah was underage. Motherfucking Foxy Brown was underage. Beyonce, you was underage. Jay-Z was running through the goddamn cheerleaders back then. Pure survival. You know what I'm saying? He was running through the Girl Scout cookies. You know what I mean? And she did not say nothing. She was worried about the power, the Illuminati, those people, the higher uppers. I think they knew about Jay-Z having this mom pregnant. I think that they been knew that. The Illuminati or whatever, they come for you, them higher upper people, when you speak out against them. And I told y'all, when Jay-Z let Bad Bunny go up there in that Super Bowl and have MAGA outrage Pure Survival, they said, okay, Jay-Z, we are going to cook you. You know what I mean? You're going to let Bad Bunny go up there, and you know the MAGA people couldn't stand it because he spoke out against ICE and all of that shit. Jay-Z was trying to still show, look, I got power. I'm a billionaire. He must didn't learn from what happened to Diddy Glover. Diddy Glover spoke out against the goddamn Ciroc company, Pure Survival, and those motherfuckers said, oh, we put you in power, sir. We gonna bring you back down to the regular nigga. You know what I'm talking about? Now they got Diddy sitting somewhere where just the average motherfucking nigga would be at. Pure Survival. As a billionaire, Diddy's the most richest person in Fort's Dingalings. Fort's Dingalings. That's the only thing they did in Diddy Glover's favor. In Diddy Glover's favor, what by sending him to Fort's Dingalings. Because that was a dream come true. You sending Diddy Glover to a place named after Dingalings. You know what I'm saying? So he was happy. Oh, I'm going to Forks Dicks. Oh, I can freak off all day in that motherfucker cell until my time is up. Pure Survival. You know what I'm saying? But Jay-Z, he spoke out against, and I've been told y'all this before. Y'all remember the award show where he got up there and did that? He performed like Michael Jackson. He performed like Michael Jackson. We looking as the audience. You know what I'm saying? But there's a higher upper people, the trillionaires that put Jay-Z in that position. So he was speaking back to them. How come Beyonce ain't win this? Beyonce should have won that. They wanted to get Diddy, they wanted to get Jay-Z then. They wanted to get him then. Like, oh, motherfucker, we put you there, but you don't talk against us. Spare the Bible. You know what I'm saying? And then the Bad Bunny thing, knowing that they put these Epstein files out, and the other people like Bill Gates, like I said, Donald Trump, all of them, people above them, people in the power positions, they are trying to do anything to sweep the shit under the rug. They said, look, put all the celebrities out there. We know we was there. We know we was the ones probably doing the most sickest shit. Pure Bible. Put all the celebrities out. You know what I'm saying? As a distraction. As a distraction. Because they know it's going to make us be like, oh, shit, what the fuck? Motherfucking Jada Pinkett bent Eddie Winslow from the back with the dildo and the fitted bit of ball cap and the Timberland boots. Yo, Jada Pinkett took the Timberland boots to Eddie Winslow's Tasty Cakes at Epstein Island. Oh shit, Diddy and Jay-Z allegedly blown Orlando Brown's back out. Blown Brown's back out at Epstein Island. Gave him the Oshkosh goulash, diggity motherfucker Dumash. This happened at Epstein Island. They know how to make the distraction happen so you don't think about them. Pure survival. And we already know Bill Clinton been getting his ding-a-ling sucked in the White House. Bill Clinton been getting his ding-a-ling sucked in the White House, in the back of the White House, behind a trash can, pure survival. Bill Clinton outside the White House in the car, getting bobblehead. He was doing all of that nasty shit back in the day, pure survival. As well as Donald, taking that toupee off, pure survival, allegedly getting minors pregnant, making them go and get motherfucking, what is that, abortions. Allegedly, these men were doing a lot of sick shit. It wasn't just the celebrities. But I'm telling you, Beyonce, which was supposed to be America's daughter, pure survival, that could do no wrong. That could do no wrong. She was allegedly involved in sacrificing and all of these ritual stuff that Nicki Minaj was talking about. That's what Nicki Minaj was talking about. And Beyonce do not want to be connected to none of that. Her family, all of them, they said, no, you better blame this shit all on Jay-Z, pure survival. And like I said, the higher uppers told Beyonce the same thing. Y'all even had a marriage contract. It wasn't even a real goddamn thing. 50 Cent even said they had a marriage contract. Pure survival. How you think Jay-Z went from the big time streets is watching drug dealer image to all the way up here? After that contract he signed with motherfucking Beyonce, allegedly, pure survival. This is all business. It's not personal. So Beyonce, they're like, look, you gonna get all this money, Beyonce. You're going to get the majority. How come Jay-Z got more money than you, Beyonce? Pure survival. That's not the way it's supposed to be. Beyonce, if you don't want us to put out this shit that's going to really destroy you in half, you better divorce him. You better stay away from him. And they told Beyonce, look, just chill. We're gonna assassinate Jay-Z's character. We're gonna put all this stuff out there, the Tory Lane stuff. We're gonna tell the truth about him paying people off. We're gonna put the Sun thing out there. You just sit back and you follow all the rules that we want you to do. That's why I will never go through the door. I would never go, that's the Illuminati door. I told y'all that they're all vampires and they sleep upside down, and you have to have garlic on your neck to protect you in the freak off dungeon. You have to have garlic, you got to have onions, you know what I mean? You have to meditate, you got to have the mandalions to protect you. This shit burns vampires' eyes. The moment I put this up in the freak off dungeon, it'll burn their eyes and they'll start shaking and shit. You know what I mean? Acid and everything. And I also told y'all that they glow in the dark. These people glow in the dark. Y'all don't understand that. They glow in the motherfucking dark. But Jay-Z, for you to take the paternity test for the girl and not the boy, that's what made me believe strongly you got this woman pregnant, his mom pregnant, when she was a minor, allegedly. That's why I believe it strongly.
As far as, remember we did the interview with Ramir, and I said I was going to do an interview with the daughter, Letitia Mercer, who is Jay-Z's alleged first daughter. Well, okay. Apparently, he has done a test with Letitia, and Letitia was going to do an interview with me, but she backed out because Jay-Z has been trying to change his karma. He's trying to be a good person now. And even though he's not giving Ramir a DNA test, apparently, according to the teams, he bought her a house on the water in Baltimore. Well, not Baltimore, but in Maryland. Okay, and so she is living a quiet, little rich life now, right? Okay, and so we just want to put that out there too.
And Ramir should have got the same thing. Shout out to Wax Dog and everybody in the building, man. Smash that like button, guys. This is why he do not want to take the test. We need 200 more likes. Everybody double tap that screen. If this shit comes out to be true, I'm sorry. Like, put a 1 in the chat if y'all think they're going to try to lock Jay-Z up. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all think that they're just going to destroy his image and you know what I'm saying? Like, do him like that. Because this type of shit goes far as, I think they might try to put Jay-Z in jail. I think that they're going to come up with some stuff that Jay-Z, they might have knew he got away with years ago. Not even just the minor situation. I think it's going to be even deeper than that. You know what I mean? Going against these people. We need 100 more likes. Shout out to everybody in the building.
As Robert said, I just want you to know, following the complaint with the district court,
and the same thing that Vlad TV said about them paying off Tory Lane's situation with Megan Thee Stallion, Jay-Z's son said that they paid the judges off to make Jay-Z not have to take the paternity test. He's saying the same thing. So Jay-Z, but Beyonce was a part of that shit.
Everything correctly, we follow all rules, we got all our paperwork in on time, and basically we feel like that we just was, not taken serious, and we wasn't treated correctly. We wasn't treated equal as others. They didn't fully look at the allegations. They let fraud continuously just be used and not say anything about it. Everything that the fraud is supposed to be avoided, and honestly, I don't think that happened.
Well, the first time I heard that Jay-Z probably was my father when I was 8 years old. And, my mom, we was actually sitting in the house on a regular day, listening to music. My mom came up to me and was like, hey, Rob, I got something to tell you. That's your dad for real. And I'm like, I was shocked. Like, Mom, what are you talking about? I'm young. Like, it's nothing your parents would just make up like that. You don't just say this type of person.
Exactly. And I believe that strongly, guys. Rest in peace to his mom. Why would your parent make something up like that? Why would you, you know what I mean? I can't imagine my daughter, you know what I mean? I say to her, you know what, honey? Your mom ain't your real mom. I want to tell you who your mom is. Your mom is Oprah Winfrey, pure survival. I'm telling you, back in the day, look, your dad, I was before Stedman. Oh, I got Oprah pregnant, and that's your mother. You know what I'm saying? Like, who says something like that? Just make up a story. Yeah, I mean, that woman was telling the truth. She was a young girl. Jay-Z and them was running around the world, spending money, da 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 da. He was more of the adult. So you can't even look at her. I know you got some young girls that move, faster or whatever the case may be. But Jay-Z knew how to groom, knew how to be nice. He had some money. He had money. You know what I'm saying? That would be a young girl dream. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you buy me some Reeboks and you know what I'm saying? Take me out to eat, get me some nice stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, but the adult person knows that the person is young. I don't really blame the young person. I blame the grown motherfucker. Epstein know that those are little girls he chasing around that kitchen. Pass a bottle. You know what I'm saying? Smash that like button. We need 50 more likes. This is crazy. And yo, Ramir, I got your back, dude. I got your back. I'm glad Beyonce's saying what she's saying, but to me, it's too late for her. I still feel like she guilty as a motherfucker.
And then your father, Jay-Z, like,
So y'all, Jay-Z's alleged son Ramir Saterwave just jumped into the chaos and he is exposing Jay-Z for grooming his mom. Y'all know how Ramir has been trying and failing for years to get Jay-Z to take a DNA test to confirm whether or not he is Ramir's father, right? Well, at first, we thought that Jay-Z was just trying to protect his billion-dollar fortune in case Ramir was out for money. But Ramir had another story to tell. According to him, Jay-Z allegedly spent years grooming his mom since she was a young teenager, before eventually getting her pregnant when she was only 16. Ramir has spent
Only 16. Did y'all hear that? So if she was pregnant at 16, then this means that Jay-Z was with her at 15. Put a 1 in the chat. If he got his mom pregnant at 16, don't that mean he was with her at 15? Put a 2 in the chat if I'm wrong about that. If he got her pregnant at 16, then this means you was with her at 15. Maybe even motherfucking 13. Who knows? Pure survival.
story to tell. According to him, Jay-Z allegedly spent years grooming his mom since she was a young teenager, before eventually getting her pregnant when she was only 16. Ramir has spent years gathering evidence and receipts, and it looks like he has finally had enough and is ready to spill the tea to bury Jay-Z big time. Y'all, looks like Ramir is out here for revenge, and it looks like he's about to take Jay-Z out. But before all that, let's break it down. Now, if you've been following Ramir's case, then you probably know how heartbreaking the situation is, because his mom passed away and his alleged father has refused for more than 10 years to acknowledge him.
They said Jay-Z was, I think, like 26 or 27. Allegedly 26 or 27.
Anybody who hasn't been following the drama, here's the rundown. So back in the 1990s, Ramir claimed that Jay-Z had a brief fling with his mom, Wanda. And although they reportedly used protection, it failed, which led to Wanda becoming pregnant with Ramir. However, since this all went down in the pre-social media era,
Look at the boy. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all seen Jay-Z's baby pictures. If this boy do not look just like Jay-Z right there. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all don't think he look like him. If you look at Jay-Z's picture, Pure Survival, as a baby with that big little peanut motherfucker head, he got the same peanut head. You know what I'm talking about? Jay-Z been trying to duck and run from this shit for the longest. Pure Survival. And Beyonce helped him run from this. And now she's turning him in. How sad. How sad. You know what I'm saying? You should have felt bad, Beyonce, when Jay-Z was clapping Becky with the good hair's cheeks. When he was clapping Becky with the good motherfucking hair's cheeks. You should have stepped in then, Beyonce. You know what I'm saying? When he was cheating on you and your sister did all of those, some of the greatest karate moves on Jay-Z and his creepy ass hairstyle in that elevator, Pure Survival, you just stood there. You didn't even try to break the motherfucker up. You know what I'm saying? Because you wanted your sister to beat him up. You know what I'm saying? You had so much anger. You should have been brought this up, Beyonce. But I know why you're doing it. Those Epstein files is crucial.
And although they reportedly used protection, it failed, which led to Wanda becoming pregnant with Ramir. However, since this all went down in the pre-social media era, where not everybody even had a mobile phone, they were still bumping beepers, if that. Well, they lost touch and didn't communicate, so by the time Wanda did give birth, her boyfriend at the time ended up being the one who signed the birth certificate instead of Jay-Z. An insider explained why the boyfriend signed the birth certificate, even though he knew he wasn't the father, saying her on and off boyfriend at the time, Robert, and knew the baby wasn't his, but put his name on the birth certificate.
Give it up for Robert, guys. Smash that like button. You know that there are great stepfathers in the world. So her boyfriend at the time signed the Jay-Z's biological son birth certificate. You know what I'm saying? For them to get SNAP benefits, to help get some food stamps in the crib, which was definitely needed. But the real father got to run off in a sunset with a whole bunch of freak off mermaids. Pure survival. You know what I'm talking about? So, but that man was doing the right thing. He was doing the right thing for Jay-Z's biological son. But he wasn't the father. He just signed the shit.
While Wanda was unconscious, recovering from the birth. Initially, he felt sorry for Wanda, but later, he used it so he could collect extra food stamps and benefits. Both were minors at the time, so he shouldn't have signed anything. Well, Ramirez spilled some additional tea, sharing that when he was just 8 years old, his mom, Wanda, casually mentioned that Jay-Z was actually his real dad. Now, from that moment on, Wanda became determined to get in touch with Jay-Z and see if he would take responsibility for Ramirez. She didn't just sit around hoping. Wanda tried everything she could to get a hold of Jay-Z. She contacted lawyers, sent messages through mutual acquaintances, and even tried reaching him through social media and interviews. Unfortunately, despite her best efforts, every attempt seemed to hit a wall. Lawyers, publicists, and even close friends seemed to be blocking her at every turn. But Wanda wasn't one to give up easily. She had too much at stake, so she took matters into her own hands and decided to go the legal route, filing a court case to establish whether Jay-Z was indeed Ramirez's biological father. But unfortunately...
And you know, that's how you know how real it is. Now, they kept giving his mother the runaround about this paternity test years ago. So she had to go on her own, rest in peace to her, to fight this man in court. Can you imagine? You young, you don't have no money like Jay-Z, pure survival. You don't even got no money like motherfucker MC Hammer, let alone goddamn Jay-Z. And she was fighting, standing up for her rights. And Jay-Z did everything under the sun to sweep this under the rug, to stop this woman, you know what I mean, for that test to come out, guys. Really.
Things did not go as planned. The judge threw the case out, citing lack of jurisdiction as the reason. It was a frustrating setback, but Wanda didn't back down. She kept fighting relentlessly, refusing to give up the search for years. It was clear that she wasn't going to let this go, no matter how many obstacles stood in her way. Well, sadly, Wanda passed away shortly after all this drama came to light. But before she died, she signed a sworn affidavit confirming that Sean Carter, aka Jay-Z, was indeed Ramirez's biological.
And there go her John Hancock right there, guys. Look at this. You know what I'm saying? Everybody put the prayer hands up for Ramirez's mother. She passed away a few years ago. Now, I bet you 1,000 donuts, Jay-Z was probably happy. It's sad to say, but he probably was happy because he thought it would be over. I don't got to take the paternity test. The woman, unfortunately, passed away. You know what I mean? I don't even know how. You know what I'm saying? I honestly really don't know how. And with these people, you can't really trust them. Jay-Z allegedly had a mistress. Remember, it was a mistress that allegedly passed away, Mysterious. You know what I'm saying? But that's why his biological son still kept fighting. And then they try to put a gun in his car. Okay, his mom passed away. Now we got to try to get rid of the son. You know what I mean? So prayers for him and his safety too. You know, because I seen today he posted the shit with Vlad TV on his Instagram with Vlad exposing Jay-Z paying off to set up Tory Lanez. So his son is happy that Jay-Z getting exposed. I would be happy too, because at first he wasn't like that. He didn't want, you know what I mean? He wasn't even doing it malice. The boy just wanted to know that this man was his father. Not for money, no nothing, for his own peace. And Jay-Z sat there and denied and lied and wouldn't speak about shit. And now it's too late. Jay-Z has to talk now. Y'all know Jay-Z, the most quietest motherfucker, sneakiest dude ever. Now, you know what I'm saying? Now he has to speak. Why he don't got the same energy with Busby? Remember when Busby, they had the little 13-year-old girl and Jay-Z came out swinging? Why he ain't come out swinging with these Epstein files? Why he out there trying to look like a good single motherfucker parent? Pierce a Bible. He got the kids at the goddamn Super Bowl. You don't got Ramir there. You don't got your alleged daughter. Well, the daughter you took the paternity test for, sir, from Baltimore there. Why didn't you take your biological son, your grown son that has kids? This means you got grandkids too, Pierce a Bible. And you don't even want to even, boy, Jay-Z is something else. I'm sorry, guys. If he really did all of this, smash that like button.
Father. Now, at this point, one would think that Jay-Z would be forced to at least acknowledge the situation and take a DNA test to clear the air, right? I mean, he didn't even have to go into the lab or spend hours trying to get tested. But with new procedures, all it would have taken was a simple mouth swab and all of 5 seconds. So it's not like he couldn't have made the time to do so. It was very clear that he was deliberately trying all he could to avoid taking the test, and it kind of makes us wonder if he knows something we don't. Like the fact that Ramir is actually his son. He and his elite team of lawyers kept dodging the process for years, and they managed to drag it out. Frustrated with the lack of progress, Ramir, with the help of his guardian Lily Coley, decided to take matters into their...
And this is Ramir's guardian, guys. Smash that like button for his guardian. Now, since his mother passed away, this woman, she stepped up for him, and which is a beautiful thing. But here's the crazy part about it. Jay-Z allegedly put a lien on this woman's house. Jay-Z, yes. And Jay-Z had them ordered $119,000 to have to pay for his goddamn lawyers. Why would we have to pay for your lawyers, sir, when you a goddamn billionaire? When you know damn well that this boy is yours and you just fighting the fact that how old his mother was. So you trying to destroy their lives? Now it's coming back tenfold. Now it's coming back tenfold because people above Jay-Z wants to take him down now. So now they want to help. Now they want to help to expose him. You know what I mean? And then you got Beyonce doing it now. Oh my God, smash that like button. For her own safety, for her own reasons. This is it for Beyonce.
Team of lawyers kept dodging the process for years, and they managed to drag it out. Frustrated with the lack of progress, Ramir, with the help of his guardian Lily Coley, decided to take matters into their own hands and handle it the legal way. Even though they knew that they were going up against Jay-Z and his high-powered lawyers, they filed a civil lawsuit back in December 2014, seeking to get Jay-Z to agree to a DNA test. At this point, the drama had been dragging on for 4 years, and Jay-Z still maintained that he was not the father, but for some reason, he kept dodging a DNA test. It's baffling. Like, why wouldn't he just take the test and settle it once and for all if he's not the father? But no, the lawsuit has now...
Now, y'all see that? For the people that don't think, why wouldn't Jay-Z take the test if you know you're not the father? For all the people that be like, oh, Jay-Z, he's not... Put a 1 in the chat if y'all think Jay-Z's not taking the test because he knows he's the father. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all think that Jay-Z not taking the test because he ain't the father. That makes no sense. When all he got to do is put a swab in his motherfucking mouth. But you got to understand that swab he takes, that's going to his whole empire. If it turns out that he's the father and Ramir's mother was 15, 16 years old, then it's nothing that comes out in the Epstein file Jay-Z's going to be able to deny. Do you understand that? That's going to confirm, oh shit, all them little girls that was over in that island. You know, why would I even go to an island with a bunch of motherfucking little ass girls? Anyway, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't get it. You know what I mean? I don't get it, especially if I'm rich. You know what I'm saying? It's like, why do I want to hang with them? Like, it means, okay, you're rich. And people say, yeah, you know, when you're rich, you're going to have rich friends. I get it. But that don't mean you got to have an Epstein friend, pure survival. There's other people that's rich. Why I got to hang with a damn pedophile for? Why do I want to hang with a pedophile? And I heard the way Epstein talked recently. I was like, damn, this motherfucker worse than Freddy Krueger, pure survival. Because he real calm and sneaky. Pee Wee Herman type motherfucker. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to Shay Dunn Ashley Dawn, excuse me. On a lighter note, I need a Pure Survival shirt. Awesome. Go to www.puresurvivalmerch.com. You know what I mean? The store is open. Appreciate you so much. www.puresurvivalmerch.com. You see the Pure Survival is it's a real thing. You know what I'm saying? But yo, this is crazy as hell, man. Like, and I don't feel like Jay-Z should go down by himself. I'm sorry. I didn't feel like Diddy Glover. I didn't feel like Diddy Glover should have went down by himself. And y'all know why I call Diddy Glover, because when Diddy Glover got his house raided, his hair turned gray and he started to look like Danny Glover. That's why I call him Diddy Glover. But I feel like Diddy Glover, there's so many other Diddy Glovers and other Jay-Z's and other Clive Davises and other Russell Simmonses, other motherfucking Trumps and all them people, all of them. Y'all know all of the names. They all should be going down. Pure survival. That's why I'm like, Beyonce is full of crap, because you knew that this boy was crying out for his dad all this time. And I believe you was the one telling Jay-Z he better not take the test, because Jay-Z had all of these other women, all these other girls that he done allegedly cheated on you with, pure survival. So the last thing you better do is give me a goddamn another baby. You know what I mean? So you better deny this boy. That's what I feel like Beyonce was doing. Right now, I think Solange, Beyonce might even be talking to Nicki Minaj. Beyonce might be in sneaky conversations with Nicki Minaj. Pure survival. I wouldn't be surprised. Because Nicki Minaj want Jay-Z in jail like yesterday. Pure survival. You know what I'm saying? So she probably done got with Nicki Minaj, and Nicki Minaj and start doing some Potter, because both of them allegedly be doing that tutti frutti. They be snorting that motherfucking Justin Bieber and the Justin, what was it, Christina Aguilera, the Justin Bieber and the Justin Timberlake. They probably went in the bathroom at a club. They and that motherfucker, come on, baby, tonight, whoa. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucking Nicki Minaj and that motherfucker, she had that, you see right through me. How do you do that sniff? How do you do that sniff? How do you? She asking Beyonce, how do you do that sniff? Like, how did you do that? You know what I'm saying? And that's what I think, that them two, they all working together against Jay-Z. I'm telling y'all guys, when they said Jay-Z was next, Pure Survival, I was like, all right, this shit sound good. Because they've been saying it for some years. But when they're on you, they be on you for some years. You know how many years they been working to take down Diddy Glover, Pure Survival? You know how long they've been working to get Diddy Glover. And then, to top it off, 50 Cent is doing the Jay-Z's docu-series. And he got Solange that's going to be interviewed. So Jay-Z got to pull himself far away from, Beyonce got to pull herself far away from Jay-Z right now. He is a bomb, a freak-off bomb ready to explode, and all they care about is themselves. All they care about is their images and power and money. Money. Because she should have been spoke up for his son. If anything, if my woman see a boy and somebody saying that this is Jamil's son, she know all my motherfucking features. Pure survival. She gonna be like, Jamil, that boy got your nose. You know you got that goddamn unique looking nose. Pure survival. Jamil, that's your goddamn son. She gonna be able to look at the damn features. You know what I'm saying? Be like, Jamil, that's your goddamn son. Beyonce knew already that little boy was motherfucking Jay-Z's. And now she put him out there, guys. Smash that like button. Salute to everybody. Booger Sugar. Right. Like and share and support. Yes, thank you. I missed what happened. Beyonce is telling on Jay-Z. That's what happened. Nikki, Megan Thee Stallion. No. I think that's what she said. I agree with Anthony Addison. Yup, Beyonce goes down with him. Yeah, she's trying to stop from going down with him. You know what I'm saying? But that's the truth. That's what she worried about, going down with the motherfucker.
some reason, he kept dodging a DNA test. It's baffling. Like, why wouldn't he just take the test and settle it once and for all if he's not the father? But no, the lawsuit has now stretched on for about 10 years, or 14 years if you include Wanda's initial lawsuit. And here's the kicker. Even after all those years, Jay-Z is still refusing to take the test, which just screams suspicious as F. It's as if he's hiding something, and everyone's left wondering why he wouldn't just clear the air once and for all. Ramir was understandably hurt about the situation, and he agreed to do a sit-down interview with the Sun online, where he denied allegations that he was after Jay-Z's money, saying, "I don't want money or anything like that from Jay-Z. I just want him to finally tell the truth to the world. He's supposed to be a positive role model for our community. He stands there screaming, Black Lives Matter. Well, tell the truth and take responsibility. And if you say I'm not your son and nothing ever happened with my mom, then just take the test."
Wow, he said Jay-Z talking about Black Lives Matter, but you won't even take the test for your son Black Life, for your son's Black life. You know what I mean? Like, and that makes a lot of sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would be fucked up too. Like, I ain't gonna lie. But like Jay-Z artist Oskino said that that Jay-Z's son did the ancestries.com. He did the ancestries.com, and people with the same, like the stuff, them thorns that stick out of Jay-Z's hair, Pure Bible, he's seen all of them. You know what I'm saying? To where it looked just like him. Oskino was saying that shit. Smash that like button, guys.
You recently went viral. Well, it touched a lot of headlines. You came out with a video on YouTube and you said that you spoke to Jay-Z's son.
Yeah. And it's okay.
How the hell? Wait. How the hell did that happen?
So listen, I did a jacket for some boy ordered a jacket for me. I be painting and all that. And he said, "Yo, man, my man is Jay-Z's son. He wanted to talk to you." Like, I said, mind you, first thing I thought, like, this nigga lying. I said, all right, I'll talk to him, man. Young boy, the chef. So I talked to him. I told him, I said, "Listen, young man, I don't want you to do the video with me because it's gonna look like I fished you out. And I'm trying to do a video with you because you're Jay-Z's son. I'm trying to hate and all that." And I said, plus it's gonna be a lot of backlash on you. I mean, people gonna say they're not gonna believe you and all that. So I don't know if you want to do it with me first. I could have easily get the money off of him and all that shit. And I said, I ain't gonna even talk about this shit until you talk about it first. So when I see you talked about it, that's the only reason I talked about it. I mean, but he said a lot of stuff that I still ain't said yet. I mean, like that's unbelievable. But they anytime a person make you sign a gag order and all that type of shit, that means you really must believe that's your son.
Now y'all hear that? His own artist said that Jay-Z made his biological son sign a gag order. If this is not your son, then why would he have to fill out a gag order? Pure survival. Can somebody let me know in the chat? Why did Jay-Z, and this is Oskino from State Property, Jay-Z's rap group that know him personally, can't the court issue on the DNA test? Well, Trump and Nicki Minaj just said that they're going to help him have to take the test. And if Beyonce is saying that he's the father, it's going to get real bad. You know what I mean? Gay got the biscuit hairdo. Beyonce on them islands. Yes, I agree with you too. Same here. I still can't believe she married him. But I heard it was like some kind of other marriage, for real, like some contract shit. Why did they put R. Kelly in jail over everybody else? Right? When they all was doing the same. Jay-Z was dating Aaliyah just like R. Kelly was. You know what I'm saying? I'm pregnant with his baby and I'm white and I'll spend my, oh shit. Jay-Z got somebody pregnant in my chat right now. Pearl the Bible. We know Blue got some pearly whites. Absolutely. Yes. And he should have pearly whites, right? Pearl the Bible. You know what I mean? Jay-Z can buy the judge. And that's what his biological son said, that they was paying him off. His artists, O and J, probably ain't been in the same room in 20 years. Yes, but that still don't matter. That still don't matter. Jay-Z tried to sit down with him. But you got a point when you say they ain't been in the same room, but he knows him though. He know what kind of dude he is. You know what I mean? So that don't discredit him just because you ain't been around him. You know motherfuckers that I know 20 years ago, I knew what type of people they are. And some of them people are still the same person as 20 years. Prayer the Bible. I banged on one of my homies last night. Motherfucker called me drunk as hell on Valentine's Day. Pure survival. Crying and motherfucker complaining and shit. I'm like, why is you calling a man on Valentine's Day? Pure survival. I told him, look, don't you know you can Google Diddy's address and write Diddy Glover? Diddy Glover would love to hear from you right now. If you want to talk to a man on Valentine's Day, you know what I'm saying? Write Diddy or go get you a goddamn boyfriend. You know what I mean? But I know my homie from 40 years ago, he just get drunk and just be all over the place. He was out fighting a motherfucker and everything. How you 46 years old getting in a fight with a dude on Valentine's Day? Pure survival. And it wasn't over your Valentine. These niggas was fighting over some street shit. And if you 46 years old and you still on street time, you're not gonna have a long conversation with me. Pure survival. I'm gonna hang up on your dumb ass. You know what I'm saying? But this shit is not right. And Beyonce knew about all of this. Smash that like button, guys. And if you got something to say, and because it's going fast, I'm trying to read all. Yes, he was drunk as hell. I'm trying to read all of y'all. Fighting at 46 on Valentine's Day. Yes. Completely retarded. If I don't see your comments, put it in the super chat, because then it'll be highlighted.
Place like that. I mean, like that's unbelievable. But you know, they anytime a person make you sign a gag order and all that type of shit, that means you really must believe that's your son. Because if you're not my son, I know you're my son, nigga. I'm not, nigga. You're not my son, bro. I'm not making you sign no gag.
Wait, he made his son, or he made the baby mom sign a gag order?
The aunt. I think the mom is like maybe dead or something. So it's the aunt that got custody of him, and they offered him money. They offered him money.
How'd the mom die?
Oh, I forgot. I don't know if he told me that, but I know they offered the young woman aunt money, but he said my aunt sure he had a couple dollars. And she's like, no, they. I mean, I said, bro, he offered me any million, I'm taking it. You my dad, you give me some millions, I'm done. That's it.
And you see that? Jay-Z even offered the boy money to be quiet. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all would have took the money. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all wouldn't have took the money. I'm going to tell y'all right now, I would have took the motherfucking money. Pure the Bible. I don't give a damn. I said, Jay-Z, you don't even got to be my motherfucking father. Just put it here. Put it in my motherfucking bank account. I won't say a damn thing. Especially if you made me wait this fucking long. Yeah, here, pay me off. You know, because I don't care. Like, but the boy, he has a different kind of mentality. Like, he really want to know who his father is, like, for his own personal thing. I would have gave up, though. Like, if you sit there, even when Jay-Z went on an interview with Kevin Hart, and Kevin Hart asked him about his kids, he didn't mention none of these other kids that he got out there. Just Blue Ivy. And where's the little boy? The little boy that's supposed they got a kid, Pill the Bible. We don't even know where the little boy is at. It's another mysterious child. You know what I'm saying? They said that he had some alleged things going on. I don't know. You know what I mean? He still doesn't want Jay-Z money. Yes, that's crazy, because I would want every dime for my pain and fucking suffering. Pill the Bible. 1 and still would have told, fuck them. Take the money and still tell. Shout out to you with that one. The fox ain't worth the hunt. For me, it would be about money. Yes, Tina Marie. Tina Marie, I'm with you. Blue ain't Beyonce's daughter. And I've been hearing people say that like crazy. At a certain age, I wouldn't worry about building a relationship. Yes, darling, Nikki, that is true. Like, where is the relationship? Like, every chance that we could have had, I was a kid, so I ain't gonna want this shit as an adult. You know what I mean? He's a slim ball. Yep, the Blue Ivy mother. I heard that. Jaquane. Embarrassment walks in silence. Pride approved is loud. Very mysterious. Man, Kelly's son just looked just like that. Oh, Kelly Rowland's son? Exactly. Too old to want a dad now. Yeah, especially because you didn't want me. Like, I understand, like, if you know who your father is and y'all may have went through something growing up or something like that, or your father been in prison, is nobody wants to be in prison. You may have made a bad choice when you was younger. I would give my dad a chance in that sense. But if I know that you knew about me and I've been fighting for 20 years, you know what I mean, to just get you to take the test, for you to be my, you know what I mean, for me to know, you wait till I get old now. Like, no, I'm not, because you already showed me that you didn't want nothing to do with me. That's something different. Where's the little bit with B? You know, You never see him. Yes, that's what I was talking about. Where is it? You know, you see Jay-Z went to the Super Bowl by himself because Beyonce was like, I ain't gonna be nowhere around you. I get that part, but where is the little baby? You know what I'm saying? And then you know that they have maids and stuff like that. So it ain't no, you know, more than 50% celebrities hiding kids. Zan, that is a fact. That is a fact. You know what I'm saying? Poison Puppet said like, share, and support. Thank you so much, Poison. Yeah, I mean, no way, bro. But maybe he's in position to get more since he's biological. That's a good point. That's a good point. I didn't even think about that. But it's the fact that he never wanted the money. Yeah, I mean, in the first place, hey, Jamil Peterson, 38, take another look at Kanye West's music video, the new network plan. There's a clip of kids getting dragged on a floor and pulled towards these coat. Oh my God. Oh, thanks. I'm definitely gonna check that out. That sounds crazy. Shit really disappeared. Moment for life. Test the sister with him to see. That's what they should do. I'll be like, yo, since Jay-Z took responsibility for the sister and bought her a house on the lake, I'll be like, yo, somehow look, me and you gotta take a test together. Somehow. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause it's just if you got that much money, it's like it's not gonna hurt you. It's not gonna hurt Jay-Z pockets whatsoever. That's why it's never about the money for him. This was all about the fact that Ramir's mother was underage. That's what he was ducking. But look at all these other underage pictures you got, Jay-Z. Like you all of this other underage shit you got going on. Like people know. Nobody's surprised no more about Jay-Z allegedly, you know, being with underage girls. Beyonce was underage. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's not a surprise. So the embarrassment of that is not that. I think it's something deeper than that. I think it's something real deep that Jay-Z and some deep dark stuff that the industry know about, them higher uppers, and they're about to put that shit out. He looks just like her kids. You definitely don't have to be normal to be a good parent, right? Which way is security gang? Don't forget B was underage. Yes, she was. So that, you know what I mean? That's another thing. Beyonce, because Solange always felt like Jay-Z had control over Beyonce. Now that this Epstein shit going on and she's getting a divorce, allegedly all this shit, Solange throwing what Solange people close to her was saying, she doing a divorce party and all this shit. She probably putting all types of shit in Jay-Z head. I mean, in Beyonce head. Look, tell everything. Everything. Tell him why I beat that man up on the elevator. Tell him about, imagine how many times Jay-Z done really was doing her dirty. Probably physically was putting his hands on her. We don't know. But Beyonce was just letting that shit happen. Foxy Brown was 15. She getting divorced. Yes, yup. But that's only for her safety. So was Aaliyah. Don't forget about her. Oh, no, we ain't forget about Aaliyah. We seen them pictures Nicki Minaj put out. You know what I'm saying? And then he did a whole album with R. Kelly after that. You know what I'm saying? And birds of a feather flock together. You pretty much was, if R. Kelly was with Aaliyah first and then got with Jay-Z, Jay-Z was already on the plot mission. It's like, oh, you got the young girl? Oh, I'm a stealer. Not like, hey, damn, yo, Robert, this is some fucked up shit. Pills of Bible. Like, no, I want her too. You know what I mean? A DNA test will bring the old charges. That's what happens. See now, Tyrese Franklin, shout out to you. Tyrese Franklin, you might be right about that. You know what I mean? Because I was thinking maybe they couldn't charge him. But from what you just said, kind of confirms that thing. Like, look at Bill Cosby. It's shit that this man did, what, in 1472? And they were still able to charge him? So you might be right about that. Because now they can charge you for some shit from 60 years ago. You could have been in elementary school and a girl went down the sliding board with you and she show up 50 years later. Look, Your Honor, I felt like he touched my tasty cakes when I was going down the sliding board, pure survival. I was only 6 years old. We was going down the sliding board. I think he inappropriately touched me. Like you can come back years later now and charge somebody for some shit 1,000 years ago. So that is true. Jay-Z probably scared the shit of that. Merrick Me in the building. Salute to Merrick Me. Pearls of Bible. Merrick Me said Jay-Z and B were just together. When? Merrick Me, when were they together? That wasn't them at the Super Bowl, if that's what you thought. There's a lot of people that said, hey, Beyonce and Jay-Z's at the Super Bowl. No, they weren't at the Super Bowl together. That was Blue Ivy. Beyonce has not been near Jay-Z since the Epstein files. Nowhere near Jay-Z. And on top of that, Jay-Z and Beyonce has to appear together at some point. A few days ago, show me where's the sound? Can y'all hear me? My uncle is so shot out. Can y'all hear me now? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Let me know if y'all can hear me. Y'all can? That was my uncle trying to call me through Facebook. Oh my God. The ghetto-ness. I knew at some point he was going to try the shit. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, when you see Beyonce and Jay-Z out together, it's the same thing as when you see Jada Pinkett and Will Smith out together. Pure survival. This is a industry of darkness. This is a industry of lies. This is a industry to brainwash the people into not knowing what's going on. Now, what I was saying before I got muted, when Merrick Me said that Beyonce and Jay-Z was just out recently together, I didn't see them nowhere. But if they were, you know what I'm saying? Hold on. There was a PR pic going around yesterday. Oh, I didn't see it yet, Merrick Me. But if that's in fact true, right? I already know personally they have to show themselves together at some point. That's all a part of that Illuminati contract. As I said, look what they just did the other day. Will Smith and Jada Pinkett went out on a fake date. Did you see that? Where they had Will Smith and Jada Pinkett out together and they said, oh, look at them getting together. They're going on a nice family date. That was only because Will Smith got the damn charge, the lawsuit with the violinist. With the violinist. There's times when public things like this are happening, your spouse or your alleged spouse, you got to go in public with them. I believe you're correct. Thank you, Merrick Me, pure survival. But look, you got to go public with them. Like, and then look, did y'all see Tyler Perry, Modia out on a Tonight Show? Modia was just out on a Tonight Show. Now you know you're not gonna see Modia out with a companion at all, pure survival. But you can call that two people. You got Tyler Perry and Modia all in one. You know what I'm saying? But we know Tyler Perry really, he's not really into women like that. And shout out to the LBG community, pure survival. I don't got nothing against no motherfucker body. I got gay friends and gay family members all day. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying that Tyler Perry, we clearly know. I even heard people try to say Tyler Perry was married. I was like, when, where? Only woman I seen him out with was motherfucking Gayle King and Oprah Winfrey. Pure survival. and Oprah Winfrey and Tyler Perry, well, Mo Dia, were girlfriends. You know how you got the guy that got the girlfriends? You got like the gay guy, but he got a gang of motherfucking female friends, pure survival. He got all the girls. but they are all friends. They are friends. Like he not clapping no motherfucking cheeks. But Tyler Perry had to come out recently. Like I said, Tyler Perry and Mo Dia on a Tonight show, I think like 2-3 days ago, because of all the lawsuits that he got going on. You understand what I'm saying? Like they have to go public at some point. One am fearless. I am fearless is in the building. Pure survival. Pull up. Oh, kid, Latia. I gotta look at her. Blue Ivy's twin. Let me see. Latita. Look. Let me see. I gotta see who you talking about. So this is Blue Ivy's twin. You saying? Let me pull her up. Let me pull her up. Blue Ivy's twin. Blue Ivy's twin. See, I'm telling you, it's so many scams that they be doing on us. It's not even funny. For real. But I'm not, before I didn't really know so much about the industry and what they were doing, but trust me, they all got some sneaky shit going on. That whole we get lied to every day. Like somebody can get shot and killed on camera and they'll tell us that didn't happen. They be like, no, that didn't happen. He charged at us. This shit is crazy. Hold on. It say Blue Ivy was stressed out. I don't see a twin. Blue Ivy and Beyonce's kids. Where's the
What's up, you guys? It's Susan Morad, right back here on Clever
Where's
News.
the video? You talking about these kids right here? No, twin. Hold on, is this her twin? Right here? Blue Ivy must be stressed out. It say, I know she got to be. And then people said that Blue Ivy wasn't Beyonce's real daughter. I mean, what the hell? We don't even know what to believe. She has no twin. What do you think about Kendrick Lamar had to do to get to his position? I don't know. Oh, you said look up the name. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I know Kendrick Lamar got in good with Jay-Z last year at the Super Bowl, and I'm pretty sure they came at him. When you get to a certain level where they come to you, hey, look, you want to go higher? You want to go higher? there's a certain level you can go, but it's some things you got to do when you want to go higher. You got to, first of all, you got to toot them tasty cakes up in the air. You got to get your back blonked out. That back has to be blonked out. You can't just have a regular normal back. We got to put a dent in it. You got to let everybody. You got to let everybody run down on you. Man, woman, it don't matter. You got to sacrifice yourself, and then you can make it to a certain height, which is crazy as hell. But there's a lot of them people that be doing it. I'm trying to find it now. Uh-oh. Look what you done had me pull up. Oh, this is Jay-Z first daughter. Oh, yeah. This the girl I was talking about. This the one he took the test for. She got a mansion. He bought her a house by the lake. This is the oldest one.
Who is Jay's daughter? My name is Letitia Mason from Cambridge, Maryland. My mom, her name is Lisa Mason. She has multiple sclerosis. I've been hearing that Jay-Z was my father all my life.
She looked just like Jay-Z. Pearls of Bible. Look at those goddamn eyes. But this is the one. This is the daughter that Jay-Z did take the test for. He did take the test for her. But her mother was of age. You know what I'm saying? So he was able to sweep this one under the rug. Now, Ramir, that's a different story. But the money they paid her and everything, yeah, she looked just like Blue Ivy. Blue Ivy, big sister. She does. But it's Blue Ivy Beyonce's? That's the question. You know what I'm saying? And Beyonce's so slick. You know what I mean? Like I said, I was just showing that earlier that that girl, she can't even talk. You remember when she first came out and said Jay-Z was her father? And once Jay-Z took the test for her and they paid her money, she can't say a word. You know what I'm saying? But Ramir is still has not been confirmed and compensated like she had. That's what Tasha was saying.
As far as, remember we did the interview with Ramir? And I said I was going to do an interview with the daughter, Letitia Mercer, who is Jay-Z's alleged first daughter. Well, okay. Apparently, he has done a test with Letitia, and Letitia was going to do an interview with me, but she backed out because Jay-Z has been trying to change his karma.
Now, you see that? Tasha K said that Jay-Z took a test for her. Now, when she first came out, that girl, Letitia, Jay-Z was trying to run, duck, hide, everything. But he took and snuck and took a test with her, and she was going to interview, but she can't say a word. She can't say nothing. She done took the money already, took the silence. I mean, I probably would have too. At her motherfucking age, all right, fuck it, Jay-Z gonna go down. But you gonna give me mine, you know.
Trying to be a good person now. And even though he's not giving Ramir a DNA test, apparently, according to the teams, he bought her a house on the water in Baltimore.
See that?
Not Baltimore, but
he bought her a house on the lake. Look, please don't say nothing. I bought you a house on the lake. You signed the NDA. Do not say nothing. These people don't, man, these people are vicious. Smash that like button.
As far as, remember we did the interview with Ramir? And I said I was going to do an interview with the daughter, Letitia Mercer, who is Jay-Z's alleged first daughter. Well, okay. Apparently, he has done a test with Letitia, and Letitia was going to do an interview with me, but she backed out because Jay-Z has been trying to change his karma. He's trying to be a good person now. And even though he's not giving Ramir a DNA test, apparently, according to the teams, he bought her a house on the water in Baltimore. Well, not Baltimore, but in Maryland. Okay, and so she is living a quiet, little rich life now, right? Okay, and so we just want to put that out there too.
You see that? She's living a quiet, little rich life. Now, she could come out and expose him for our purposes, but if I was her, I would do exactly what she's doing. I will keep quiet, because it's not like none of us is going to be able to help her. Now, we can speak out against shit, you know what I mean? Like when that came out years ago, you know, I wasn't even really into YouTube like that, but I did see it. I wasn't actually content creator on here at that time when that came out. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, she's staying quiet. If he's committing crimes, the NDA means nothing. yeah, see, but see with her mother was an adult. Her mother was of age. It's Ramir's mom. That would be the crime, because his mom, and he said it out of his own mouth, she was 16 when she got pregnant. 16 years old, you know what I mean? So you know he had to been with her at 15. Guys, just think about how Solange was swinging on Jay-Z. You know that was deeper than just anything else. You know what I mean? And I showed y'all the other day the video of Solange beating up Jay-Z. They were just talking about it like a few days ago, well, like maybe like a week ago, of why she really did it, because of Jay-Z's cheating and sneaky shit he been doing.
Now, let's get to the truth behind Jay-Z and sister-in-law. Is it Solange? Solange Knowles' infamous elevator fight. Surveillance footage from inside that elevator at New York City Standard Hotel
Look at that.
showed Solange lunging at, swinging at, and kicking Jay's.
Y'all see that? You know damn well, ladies, come on, keep it real. When your girl get done dirty, pure survival, and you really rocking and rolling with your girlfriend, and you know you've been hurt before, you know what I'm saying? And you so you know how I feel, or if this is your sister, and you know this man is doing her motherfucker dirty over Epstein Island, pure survival, allegedly doing all kinds of shit to you, probably beating you up behind the scene. This Solange was moving like she was supposed to move, pure survival. And I told y'all Solange was a burgundy belt. I keep telling y'all, just because I got on all red doesn't mean that I wasn't a burgundy belt. I was a burgundy belt. That's a different kind of martial arts. And she was using all kinds of burgundy belt tactics when she was kicking Jay-Z ass in the elevator, pure survival. I know a burgundy belt when I see it.
Beta fight. Surveillance footage from inside that elevator at
Look at
New York
this.
City Standard Hotel showed Solange lunging at, swinging at,
Wow.
and kicking Jay-Z. Look at it go. This was following an after party
Look at the kick moves. Look at the
Boom
kicks.
Room. And what was always fascinating to me was the way that Beyonce just stood by and watched that assault happen with really it seemed like she was not too engaged. She was just observing. Well, now fashion designer.
And like she said, Beyonce just stood there and watched it. Matter of fact, look at this. Matter of fact, they was talking about it 2 months ago. Why did they bring up this fight 2 months ago? No, because of them Epstein files, and they knew, look, we're gonna take Jay-Z down. We gotta bring up the elevator shit. Why'd that happen? We gotta bring when they're taking you down, like you see with Diddy. Some people still had hope with Diddy Glover up until we saw that goddamn what he did to Cassie in that hotel, Pure Survival. You know we all was blown away. We heard rumors about Diddy Glover allegedly killing Tupac and all kinds of shit. The situation with Shine, we've been hearing that Diddy Glover was a demon. He was the demon that stole Christmas. You know what I mean? But when we saw that video of him chasing Cassie down that motherfucker hallway with them freak off Christmas socks on, buck ass naked, trying to hold up his motherfucker towel, buck ass naked, and then to come to find out it's a dozen motherfuckers buck ass naked hard to the motherfucker. Like, where is she going? Go get the damn freak off hostage. We all trying to pee. I gotta go to the bathroom. And Diddy's so nasty, had everybody peeing on that girl, motherfucker standing there holding their piss. Go out there and get her. I got to pee. Didn't you want me to pee in her eyes? Okay, I got the piss. Go get her. Pure survival. This shit is horrible. But nobody believed it until we saw it on camera. Then we was like, oh shit, you can't put nothing past nobody. Imagine if a video come out like that with Jay-Z. If a video came out right now, like how what we saw with Diddy in that fucking hotel. Look how many years that they held that Diddy had that shit. He paid them 50,000, I think, for that video. You don't think? And we all been in relationships where we done got into some toxic shit, okay? That could have got caught on camera in a hotel or anything. Not saying it had to be to that degree. But imagine if they got like a video out there with Jay-Z and Beyonce probably somewhere fighting in the side of a Walmart, or anything. Imagine if they got some damning footage with Jay-Z that they're going to put out soon. I'm trying to tell y'all, that's why if you do see Beyonce and Jay-Z out together, it is all planned. It's all supposed to happen. Same way, like I said, with Jada fucking Pinkett and Will Smith. That woman disrespect Will so terribly. Came out with a damn a book called Worthy, and made Will Smith go promote the book. That's not no regular. That's not a regular man shit. Just put it like that. You're not gonna sit me down at a goddamn table, pure survival, and tell me that you got your back blown out, pure survival, and then say, well, babe, my back was blown out, but it was just an entanglement. Pure survival. It was just an entanglement. She made up a name for the shit and said it was an entanglement, and like it wasn't even a big deal. No, you went and found a boy that looked like how I looked back in the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air days, pure survival, turned him out, put that old kitty cat on him, that old busted up Regina. You know what I'm saying? And turned that little boy August Alsina out. She turned that boy out so bad that August Alsina's boyfriend got a boyfriend. August went and got a boyfriend. And his boyfriend got a boyfriend. These people are demons, is what I keep telling y'all. And then they got Jada Pinkett and Will Smith going out on a fake date. When y'all notice she don't give a dime about him. No, they give a dime about that money. Why you think Jada Pinkett and Will still ain't divorced? Because it's a money thing. And Jay-Z and Beyonce situation is a money thing. So they may have to sit and pretend that they're still together. They don't care when it comes to this industry shit. You heard what Bill Gates' wife said about him. That motherfucker was going around collecting herpes sandwiches and herpes, chlamydia, meat and cheese, bringing it home, giving it to her, putting medication, penicillin, all in her fucking food. She don't even know she just cured from herpes overnight. Pure survival. She don't even know why that she's on Valtrex. Because he was giving her medicine to clear up her outbreaks. She don't even know why she itching all of a sudden. Pure survival. She just sitting there itching like a motherfucker. Bill Gates go and turn some music on and shit. And she be like, baby, why am I itching like this? No, you're not itching, baby. You're dancing. You're dancing. But she really was having an outbreak. She really was having a herpes outbreak. And they made them think whatever. And some of them just dealt with it because of the money. Ladies and gentlemen, that's a different kind of money. Women be knowing they be going out bringing other kids home. But look, baby, I went and got a bitch pregnant last night. You think you gonna be ready to up and leave a motherfucker that's a 100 millionaire motherfucker? No, it'd be easy for you to leave a dude that ain't got no money. But a motherfucker that's rich like that, you get to looking around the house, god damn it. I got to take this one on the chin because I ain't trying to lead this lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? But it's just crazy, but it's some true shit. And that's why Beyonce sat there and watched Solange beat up Jay-Z because she was happy her sister was whooping his ass. That's when you know. You ladies, y'all know when a man doing you wrong and you know you still love him, but you want to see him get his ass kicked. One day, like the way he put his hands on you behind closed doors, you happy as shit to see him get his ass whooped. You don't want him killed, but you want to see him get his ass kicked.
Beyonce just stood by and watched that assault happen with really it seemed like she was not too engaged. She was just observing. Well, now fashion designer Oscar G. Lopez, who made Rachel Roy's 2014 Met Gala gown, claims Jay-Z complimented Roy's dress at the event, and that's what set off this chain reaction. Kinsey, surely...
And then y'all see that lie. I told you they recently came out with this Solange video and made up a lie. Had Jay-Z had his people, a stylist, come out and say the only reason why Solange beat him up like that in the elevator, and it was a one-on-one fight, pure survival. One-on-one. She fought him one-on-one. Jay-Z's bodyguards was scared as shit, that motherfucker. They was all slipping. I know it was alcohol in the motherfucker, all on the ground. He trying to grab her. They slipping and falling all around the elevator. But he fought her one-on-one. And the stylist came out and tried to say that it was because Jay-Z complimented somebody's dress. Do you think that we stupid? So Jay-Z had a stylist come out recently. Why would they be talking about a fight that happened 10 years ago? And said that it was because he complimented somebody's dress. Those kicks, those karate punches, those jabs, when Solange was glowing, she had that Bruce Leroy glow. You trying to tell me that's because Jay-Z complimented somebody's dress? That was a buildup of some demonic shit Jay-Z was doing. You know what I'm saying? And Solange knew about it. That's what that was. But they trying to lie about it.
Gown claims Jay-Z complimented Roy's dress at the event, and that's what set off this chain reaction. Kinsey, surely a compliment about a dress wouldn't cause that.
Look, Says who? He wasn't in the elevator. I'd literally never heard of this designer until the resurrection of this 10-year-old story where he claims Jay-Z complimented his client's dress. His dress. I'm not buying it. There's no new real information here. We knew the fight was about infidelity. I do believe at the core the fight was about infidelity, and it's Becky with the good hair, Rachel Roy, and Beyonce probably didn't want to break a nail. I'd sit back too, and I'm not trying to mess up my manicure.
See that? They tried to make up a lie and make up an excuse on why Beyonce, but why Solange beat him up. He complimented somebody. That's not even something to be jealous about. Nice dress. No, you done a whole bunch of shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, they're trying to make this shit. They trying to clean up all that stuff, but it's too late. It's too late to clean up all of this stuff. I'm telling y'all, sooner or later, we gonna hear that Jay-Z got raided, all kinds of stuff. You even got the witchcraft people talking about this shit. The lady was saying the stuff about the Bible. This woman right here.
Hello, everyone. Amanda Grace here. So this is huge breaking news and a prophetic alert. Jay-Z is taking a huge hit online after this new Epstein files release. He's allegedly shutting down his social media, too. It says the Department of Justice released a new section of the Epstein files earlier today in a 3 million page document. 2,000 fresh photos and videos have revealed that billionaire singer Beyonce's husband, Jay-Z, was reportedly present at Epstein Island in 2019. Let me read to you the word of the Lord from September 24th, 2024. You can go to arcofgrace.org, click on blogs, current blog, and you'll find it there. And says the Spirit of the Lord this day, this is the brink, says the Lord, of a purge that is about to bring the largest collapse Satan's music machine and empire has ever seen.
Did you say that? She said it's about to be a purge. It's about to be a purge. And it's in somewhere in the Bible where it's saying that these demons are going to be taken down. And it looks like that's what's happening right now.
Cornerstones are being pulled out, and their chain gang has been ordered from my courts to be cut in multiple areas to break the agreement and solidarity to hide such heinous dark deeds. The dross is coming to the top, says the Lord. It is about to boil over. The cauldron of their own making is about to be tipped over, and many will be swept up in scandals. They shall become like lepers, says the Lord, as the horror comes forth of how many who have been living in the woods of Holly and on the hill and within the cities, thinking, I am at ease, my deeds are safe, and I am feasting and prospering from such darkness.
You see that? People thinking that they were safe, that this was never going to come to light. These demons, these devils in Hollywood, the time is coming. Smash that like button.
Their names and brands and pinnacles are about to be smeared with scandal, says the Lord. It shall be swift, says the Lord. It shall, for my justice of Yahweh, the joy of the Lord has gone into the earth, and men should tremble at their deeds to make a name for themselves. For those who have attempted to curse others with their mouths that are nothing more than open tombs, that shall be accounted unto them in this time, for daring to try to curse what I, the Lord, have blessed and favored. That curse shall bring condemnation upon them and their cohort if they do not repent, says the Lord. Thus says the Lord, the truth of those who took their own lives within music and media, the truth is about to come forth of what they were threatened with. And
what they were threatened with, that lifestyle, that all that. Look, if y'all go against this, we'll take all this away and destroy you. Yo, it's crazy what she's saying. It's so much truth to it.
Perverse acts they did to make a name for themselves. This shall be uncovered and exposed, as you shall see a very large exodus off the ships they have sailed upon, and laughed upon their exploits. The truth of the twitches, switches, indulgences, and dainties shall come to the surface for a Z, and their chain of horror shall come forth. And now we see what's happening with Jay-Z. So keep watch on this and continue to be watching.
See that? She said a Z. A Z. How is that in wherever she got that from? like a piece of the Bible. She said a Z. What other Z is that? You know what I'm saying? And you see what's happening with Jay-Z. I'm sorry, man. Like, I'm seeing a lot of this shit unfold, guys. We've been lied to, not just by the industry people. Like I said, I don't even want to get into the political stuff. But like I said, if it wasn't cameras and things how it is today, we would not know what was going on. We would just be told something. You know what I'm saying? Oh, this person had a gun. Da 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 da. We've been witnessing people get executed right on camera and getting told that. Come on, man. Told it was something else. Told her that it was something else that happened. So hold up, let me see. I'm trying to see this. This is what Beyonce somewhere doing right now, guys. This is what she doing right now.
Remember all those lies you told when you met me, you was way too old. Now you in Epstein files, mess around with the child. You know goddamn well you probably about to go to jail. You're gonna end up going to hell. Ooh, and I don't even know what to say. My sister put you in the face, and you ain't even put up a fight, cause she knew something wasn't right. Ooh, and now you got me troubled down. I ain't dumb, I ain't dumb, I ain't dumb. I can see I ain't dumb, I ain't dumb, I ain't dumb. Jay-Z, I ain't dumb. Ooh.
Now she's saying she ain't dumb. She's saying she ain't dumb. First, you can see his halo, pure survival. Now you trying to act like you ain't dumb, Beyonce. You know what I mean? When you knew what was going on. Hold on, let's hear this shit again.
Remember all those lies you told when you met me, you was way too old. Now you in Epstein files, mess around with the child. You know goddamn well you probably about to go to jail. You're gonna end up going to hell. Ooh, and I don't even know what to say. My sister put you in the face, and you ain't even put up a fight, cause she knew something wasn't right. Ooh, and now you got me troubled down. I ain't dumb, I ain't dumb, I ain't dumb. I can see I ain't dumb, I ain't dumb, I ain't dumb. Jay-Z, I ain't dumb. Ooh.
Who? Oh man, shout out to all of y'all guys. Like I said, I'm going to keep my foot on the necks of these demons in Hollywood. Not just Jay-Z, pure survival, but Jay-Z is a high commodity right now. They are coming for him. They really are. You know, and it's so much coming out. And Beyonce, I'm sorry. I'm not going to push the narrative that y'all want me to. Because Beyonce, her legal team, trust me, I get emails, you know, where they want it to be. They want me just to point out all this shit with Jay-Z. They don't want me to point out the truth with Beyonce. But I'm not going to do that. I think Beyonce is just as guilty. I'm not going to front. If she knew that Ramir was Jay-Z's son, allegedly, she should have stood up for him years ago. But she was standing up for herself, and she was allegedly participating in a whole lot of freaky deaky shit. And now all that sick shit is starting to come out. Rituals, all of these things, eating children allegedly. I'm like, what the fuck? I recently started hearing that. I didn't want to believe that shit years ago. What do you mean eat children? You talking about Jeffrey fucking Dahmer shit? Yes. I'm like, whoa. And that's behind me, guys. I don't even know. I'm not saying Jay-Z ate a child. I'm not saying Beyonce did. But if you're friends with somebody, if this was your crew that you hung out with, if you went on that island with somebody who was doing that, it really make me question you. you. So shout out to all of y'all, man. Like, share, subscribe. If you want to become a member, become a member. Shout out to all my members. Follow me on TikTok. Follow me on Instagram. I'm going to keep y'all updated with everything. And if y'all get some new information, feel free to reach out. Instagram, send it to me. You know, like I said, I can't wait to see the appearance Jay-Z and Beyonce has to do. They have to do something publicly. The Super Bowl, okay, you went there with the kids to try to look like the good single parent, walking out of courthouses or whatever with attitudes, all that stuff by yourself. You and Beyonce has to go out publicly to make it look like y'all are happy. Like a lot of these couples in Hollywood that are not even together, that live in total separate places, have to do that. So, salute to all of y'all. And shout out to Ramir. Ramir, I believe 1,000% you Jay-Z son, and I can't wait for you to get justice. And don't give up. Keep your foot on his neck. Pure support.